going to do the first 5 rows of the croc stitch chest plate on the dragon pattern. And so we already have our slip knot, and we are going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to double crochet in that 4th chain from hook. Alright, and there is our V-stitch. Then we're going to do our first croc, which is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 4 double crochet around this double crochet, and that'll be the first 5 double crochets of the croc. Okay, so there's the first half of this croc. Traditionally, you would do a chain 1 in between both sides of your croc, but we want a more rounded croc stitch look, so we are now going to just turn and do 5 double crochets around the other half of the V-stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll make 5. And there are all the steps in row 1 of the croc stitch. So to start row 2, we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we will double crochet in that same space to create our V-stitch. Traditionally, you would have a chain 1 between those, but Amy has written it to where she does not want that chain space in between. So then we chain 2, typically it's a chain 1, double crochet around the center. Okay, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then coming to the top of that chain 3, you're going to work 2 double crochet. And there are the next 2 V-stitches for round 2. Then you start the crocs the same way you did in round 1 by chaining 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 double crochets around the first half of the V-stitch. And you're going to turn and work on that second half of that V-stitch and double crochet 5 around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, makes 5. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch in the top of that double crochet, yarn over, and work 5 double crochets around the next post of the V-stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's rows 1 and 2. So then round 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in that same space. Whoops, wrong spot. Chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet around there, 1 and 2. And now this one, because you're going to have 3, you're going to work your V-stitch here in the slip stitch spot. Woohoo, sorry, got a little bit in the way there. So, here you go, V-stitch on the edge, double crochet in the center of the previous croc, V-stitch into that slip stitch area or just above where the double crochet was where you well, I guess you'd say the beginning of chain or round 2. Then you chain and another double crochet in the center of the croc from the previous round and a V-stitch on the edge of the last croc of the previous round. Then start the crocs as usual, 1, 2, 3, and 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn, and 5 doubles around the second post of that V-stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch in the top of that double crochet and 5 double crochets around the first post of the second croc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, and 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch to the top of that double. Yarn over and complete your last croc. One, two, three, four, and five. So sorry about that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for those of you that were counting, 5 on each side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's the first 3 rounds. So now, starting round 4, we do 1, 2, 3. Double crochet into that same space. First V, 1, 2, double crochet to the center, chain 2. Then remember, we're working that next V right here into this space. Sometimes it can be easy to get there, sometimes it can be a royal pain in the bum. And then our last V and the top of that chain 3 from the previous croc. There we go, 1, 2, 3, and 4 V stitches, and 1, 2, 3 double crochets by themselves, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 half double, or 4 doubles, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. My fingers don't want to cooperate today. 3. stitch to the top of the double. And there's that, and I will join you back up as I finish the last croc there, and then we will do row number 5, which will be a decrease round. Alrighty, so here's number 5 of the last croc on row 4. Okay, now to do the decrease, we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to slip stitch to this spot here. Holy Moses. Holy monkey. Things just want to be difficult today. Okay. So, and then you'll work a V-stitch here, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, V-stitch, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, V-stitch, and then you will work your crocs as normal, but I'm going to go ahead and work this, and I will meet you back up at the end of the last V so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll continue from there. Alrighty, and so we have a V-stitch, double crochet, V-stitch, double crochet, V-stitch. So then that takes us from our 4 crocs, and it'll take us back down to 3 crocs. So just to give you an idea of what the reverse sides are going to look like, there's your first croc worked, but then there's your second row, your third row, your fourth row, and then this will be your 5th row. These are kind of your framework for your croc stitches. Okay, and then you will just complete your crocs as you have been doing, and then at the end of this one I believe it's a increase round again, so you would work, instead of doing this chain 5 and hopping over to that center, you would work a V-stitch here, and then your double crochet, and then your V-stitch and double crochet, V-stitch, double crochet, V-stitch, double crochet, V-stitch, so that you'll come back out to 4 after your 3, and hopefully this is helpful.